very talented marine mammal trainers, Hannah.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to introduce you to some of the boys that we get to work with every single day. Now, Alyssa, should we introduce our man of the moment back on stage?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alrighty, introducing Boston.
Hannah, where's Boston?
He's supposed to come from over here.
This is really embarrassing. Folks, if you guys actually see Boston anywhere, can you let us know? That would really help us out. Just make us want to go to see him.
Usually he's over here.
Yeah. Boston. He's not there. Over here. That was just him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's check the water, okay? Alright guys, and when you see him again, just point, shout, like lots of noise, alright? Just like that, that's perfect. But obviously when you see Boston,
He went into the water, Alyssa.
alright. Oh, the door's open. Oh, where? He's not there. We're pointing over here, over this way now. Alright.
Boston!
Come on, buddy, Boston. Okay, I can't see him. Me neither. Oh, Boston.
Alyssa.
I know. It's getting a bit embarrassing now, Boston. You should be here by now.
I got no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Where you could be.
Just to try to see.
Boston.
Well, here he is. Give him a big welcome, everyone. Now, Hannah, Boston was really clever to be able to do all that by himself.
That's exactly right. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He said that he actually has a team helping him backstage, making sure this presentation flows together nice and smoothly. Let me introduce Sam, Christy, Donna, and of course, Boston. Alright, Boston, you can head backstage and why don't you send out the next seal?
Yeah, see you later, Boston. So, Hannah, how long would it take Boston to learn behavior like you saw him do at the beginning?
Well, Boston is very smart, but that behavior at the beginning is actually pretty tricky. We had to remember to jump out here, run along over to the bin, open the lid first, and then put the rubbish in the bin. Now that is a whole lot of smaller behaviors joined together to make a big long sentence. Now, something like that can actually take up to 6 months to learn.
Wow, he absolutely nailed that behavior. Now, Boston is a very handsome man. What type of sea lion is he?
Boston is a Californian sea lion. They're the largest species that we have living here at Seaworld. We do also have a smaller species. These are our New Zealand fur seals, and we're going to bring out our bossiest one next. Here is Nikki.
Everyone, give him a big welcome. Wow, Hannah, that behavior is really impressive. What do you call it?
Now, Nikki's actually showing off a porpoise. This is a very natural behavior. Every time he's jumping out of the water, he's actually taking a breath of air. But hang on, Alyssa.
Yeah. I think Nikki's actually found some rubbish. Well, isn't he doing a fantastic job at helping us clean up our ocean? Alright, so we're going to put this one in the recycling bin exactly where it belongs.
Now, they do estimate that by 2050, there's actually going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Now, that's a very scary statistic, so we need to do everything that we can to stop the plastic ending up there in the first place.
Alright, now everyone raise up their hand and say, "Hi, Nikki." Now, I know Nikki would also like to say hello back to you all as well. So we're going to have a listen at his very unique vocal.
That was rescued just from out of the water. Now he was showing off.
Yeah, a bit of a show off, aren't you, Nikki?
He was rescuing as a little pup because he had lots of shark bites on his body. So he actually had a little bit of his skull visible. He's missing a bit of his toes, a little bit of his ear, and he has a big scar on his chest as well. So very, very lucky to be alive.
We are very lucky to have Nikki here at Sea Lion Theatre. Now, being a New Zealand person, where will we see someone like Nikki out in the wild?
Well, Nikki is actually named, or his family is native to Australia as well. You can find them in the southern states of Australia and obviously down into New Zealand as well. These guys thrive in really cold water because they've got 2 layers of fur to keep them warm.
Oh, then here he comes now, showing off just how fast these guys can really swim.
Yeah, but he is a bit of a show-off today. Now he's using those front flippers to create all of that power.
Hang on. More rubbish? Oh, I don't know how I got past that one. So what we're just showing you guys is how important it is that we discard all of our rubbish appropriately. Here at Seaworld, we are really passionate about looking after our beautiful marine life. So if you guys are out at the beach, remember please take 3 before the sea. And let's put this in the bin where it can't harm our beautiful marine life. And whoa, check out those lovely teeth he's got there, but they look brown. Is that normal for a seal?
Yeah, that's actually a really natural colour for a seal too. And they do have very sharp teeth which are used for crushing crustaceans and catching the fish. He doesn't waste any time chewing his fish. Now he does also have some toenails on those rear flippers. Now these come in handy if you're wanting to give yourself a scratch. Look after that fur coat. Don't worry if you can't reach it with your back flipper. You've got front flippers as well.
Alright, so Hannah, can you tell me about the body structure inside his flippers?
Very similar to our hands. So if we were to take an x-ray of those flippers, we would see 5 digits in there. Now right now, Mickey's going to demonstrate how we can ask an animal to move from one location to another. He's just going to listen out for a recall. It's a sound that I'm making. And you can see he can run very fast. Good job, Mickey. He's actually able to bring those rear flippers underneath his body to run fast on land. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. These guys must have really strong shoulders, Hannah.
Absolutely. Now they need strong shoulders so they can swim in the water and also climb up rocky cliff faces as well. You can imagine that some of them, oh, he's saying goodbye. Oh, bye, Mickey. Here we go. Some of the places that these guys climb, they need to be able to reach up out of the water and catch onto the edge of the rock and climb their body up out of the water. So they do need to have that strong upper body.
Wow, that sounds really cool, Hannah. But do you think we could ask Mickey to show us those awesome climbing skills?
He's already doing it, Alyssa.
Oh, what a legend. Say bye, Mickey, everyone. Bye, Mickey. Alright, now we might get to see his swan dive. Oh yeah, there it is. Give it up for Mickey and his trainer, Christy, everyone. Beautiful job there. Now, Hannah, we don't just work with our beautiful seals here at Sea Life Theatre, don't we? We also work with another animal.
You're exactly right. We actually work with the feathered variety. Now we have 3 Australian pelicans hatched right here at SeaWorld that we get to work with. Now they are part of our team. They learn just in the same way the seals learn. They're enriched, they love to play games, and so we spend a lot of time with them and have a lot of fun with them.
Oh yeah, we do. And I know that, well, he's actually coming out right now. So give him a big welcome, everyone. This is Colonel.
Now Colonel is our male pelican. He's the boss of the team. He has 2 ladies that he gets to spend his days with, so he is very, very lucky. Now he's brought his trainer Donna with him, and Donna has actually been working with him for his whole life, and that's about 19 years now.
Alright, now, Colonel, how long would it take him to learn this safe compared to a seal?
Well, these guys are very, very smart. They can learn just like seals learn. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for them to learn because we don't have as much that we can reinforce them with. Their bellies aren't as big as a seal belly, but Colonel did amazing just now. You can hear the recall backstage.
There he goes, showing off that catwalk, and so was Donna. I think you did a wonderful job. What do you guys think? Alright, now I saw that Donna was wearing a whistle around her neck, and you've got one too. Hold it up and show everyone here. Now these trainers wear a whistle, so how do you use that within your training?
Well, our whistle actually lets the animals know exactly what point was perfect. Now, after they hear the whistle, they know that they will receive reinforcement, and that can come in the way of fish, toys, pats, a variety of different avenues. But right now, we have our veteran joining us today. He is 25 years old. His name is Wendell. All right, everyone, give a big welcome to the man, Wendell. Wendell now. Now these are health behaviours, we do call them husbandry behaviours. They allow us to maintain the well-being of our animals. So we're able to brush their teeth, we're able to check over their body. This is a perfect position for a pregnant female. We can actually do an ultrasound and see the baby as it's growing and developing in the belly. We can look over everywhere, and it's some really, really vital behaviours that allow us to ensure while our animals are living here, they're as healthy as possible.
Yeah, working with these animals each and every day requires so much commitment and patience from our trainers here at Seaworld. Okay, Wendell's got something to say, Hannah? Sam.
He often takes over, but Sam can translate.
He wants to meet someone. Well, who wants to come on down and meet Wendell? Alright, well, you're someone really excited to come on down today. I don't know about you, but I know you're excited. Yeah, we got someone who wants to come on down. Alright, who doesn't want to meet a seal today? Alright. Let's have that young girl at the front there. Alright, what's your name, sweetie? Alright, Layla, I'll get you to come over and stand next to Sam so you can get acquainted with Wendell.
Alright, so Layla's going to learn how to talk to Wendell. Now most of the time we actually use our hands, a little bit like sign language. And these guys are incredibly switched on. They can learn so many different movements from us that mean different things. We're basically creating a language where we can understand one another. Now Wendell is weighing about 270 kilograms at the moment. And he's eating 12 kilos of fish every single day.
Well, yeah, definitely the way to Wendell's hard to get into the stomach.
Now you guys can all help us out. Say goodbye to Wendell. We're just going to wiggle our finger at him, and that asks him to speak.
There you go. Wonderful job, Layla. You did a great work. Alright, though, it's not all work around here. We do love to have fun. And Sam and Wendell have been working on some pretty sweet dance moves backstage, and they can't wait to show you. Hey guys, ready to boogie over there? Yeah, you are. Let's hit it. Clap along, everyone.
That you do not step on or over the bench seating at any time. When exiting the venue, we ask that you maintain appropriate physical distancing between groups in this venue. We can all help stop the spread by keeping our distance.